Adam.
I'm Josh.
And welcome back to Breaking Beard Podcast. I'm here with, I just said his name, Josh. Titleist sponsored athlete, Josh, who is milking this golf thing for everything it's working, but still wearing the Happy Gilmore
I'm happy
jersey.
again now. I'll put it back on.
Oh, yeah? How are you doing, old boy?
I'm good, mate. It's been a remarkable week seeing the video finally come to life.
I know you were in your pants, weren't you?
Oh, it did good, boy. Should we do the podcast? Do the comments first?
Yeah, let's go for comments.
It's time for a YouTube comment from you.
I just got us demonetized immediately by saying in his pants. How uncouth of me. I apologise. I'm recently far travelled, so might not be on. I'm never really on top form, but it was that one episode out of 302
where we swapped characters.
Yeah, we briefly sort of body switched.
Friday.
Yeah,
we must have got the wrong script each that day.
Yeah, must have.
All right, first comment from Joseph Richards. What a video. Top quality stuff, gents. Been eagerly awaiting this since it was first mentioned on the podcast. Amazing to actually see it come to life. Very big well done to Josh.
Cool, that was your dad then, yeah?
That's my burner account, mate. Yeah. There were too many comments for it to be my burners at this point.
Steve Gustafson said, it's hilarious that you were wearing about a 5k watch, but you're worrying about paying for a £600 driver to win a £1,000 challenge.
Oh,
I think you might have missed the fun of the production there.
Yeah, you're not allowed to have nice things, mate, on YouTube videos. Come on now, you know the rules.
Jason J says, I've never said this before, but Adam was wrong on this one. We definitely want to see this content. Now, how far can Beard hit one?
Not 350 yards. Not all the money in the world, all the lessons in the world would not have me driving a golf ball 350 yards. I'm a man who knows his limitations.
I rewatched the first golf video that we did in the Czech Republic earlier in the year, and it's so funny watching that back as to how shit we all are and were.
Hang on though, at least I still stand by the fact that I've got the best swing. Or I did. Maybe yours is that. I'm just happy. I basically I created a golfer. Had it not been for me, you would not have accomplished that.
You know what?
That's on my list of life accomplishments.
It was a good effort. There were no joke in that intro to the video, whereas I had absolutely no idea how far 350 yards was when I made that claim.
Yeah, I've seen. I didn't look at it too much, but I did look. I know we're doing the comments. I'm sure there'll be one in there, but I did see quite a lot saying it was fake, which did make me laugh.
Well, the next comment from DN83. I mean, that ball could definitely have been planted, lol. Great video, though, and either way, deserved for the efforts put in. Great video.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing we could do to mitigate that was we put a link below of the actual, the full video.
Ain't nobody going to watch that one.
I mean, there's about 100 odd people have already tried to watch that.
Yeah, that's not many though, is it? Of all the people who would think that's not.
But
real.
I mean, what else can we do?
It's just the environment. It's people still say my videos are fake.
There was one guy this morning, actually, first comment that I saw this morning said, basically it'd be the equivalent of somebody never running before, then running 100 meters in 8 seconds. He's like, this is impossible.
No, it's not though.
He goes, he said something like, there's no way that any of them balls in the whole video went beyond 200 yards. And I just replied saying, do you want to meet me at a range sometime and we'll try put this to the test? I said, not only that, watch the video where we're on a range with the long driver and there's statistically it measures the fucking shots.
All right, there's only to get. You said meet me on a range somewhere.
Meet me outside school.
Next comment from Mickey Red Eyes. Did you get Matt Armstrong's team to direct and edit the video?
The man can tell a story. I'll take that. I think that's a compliment.
If anything, I'd say that's a compliment. Yeah. Only I think it's probably this is no negative reflection upon Matt Armstrong, but I think the production of the golf video was better.
Yeah, I think.
Just because the whole. I mean, the scope of it wasn't just in a car chop shop thingy.
It was a ridiculous undertaking on it. The production on that.
Yeah, I'm not having this new project that we're doing. If they're not from now, I'll give you the first 3 from now. If they're not all that level of production, then I'm not doing it.
Next comment from Christian Kingston. First of all, what an entertaining video. The pacing was perfect. Edits, overlays, and everything were top notch. Really speaks to how good you are at your job. This is how brands should be advertised within content. If I played golf, I'd want them.
I don't know. I have to disagree on the pacing. It was too long, but it's nice to see I'm a critic.
It could have been shorter.
Yeah, it
But
should have been. It should have been 10 minutes short.
You reckon?
Yeah.
What would you have cut? Or would you just sped sections up?
No, I would have cut a lot of stuff. We could talk about it afterwards if you wanted. But I would cut. There were loads of things that didn't need to be in there.
All right.
For me.
Yeah,
But I just know that what. It's not. It was a really good video.
No, yeah.
The nicest
all
thing
we do
I'll
is
ever tell you is when I watched that video. I watched it the whole way through. I didn't immediately watch it the whole way through. I watched a little bit, and then when I got some, because obviously I've been in Singapore, right?
Yeah.
So I watched it the whole way through, and at the end I was like, that was a really, really exceptional video. If I had seen that on somebody else's channel that I didn't know, I'd be like, wow, that's really quite good. But at the same time, because of the expertise that I guess I have and how long I've been doing it, I know if you sent that to me, I'd have been like, cut that. You wouldn't have done it, but I'd been like, cut that, because there were things that you don't need, which help the video, but would hinder its performance with people that don't know you.
Right. Okay.
I don't care.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. But it was a very good video.
I did notice we had a few comments sort of saying like, what is Break 80? Because people were a little bit confused at the ending.
Yeah, I mean, this probably goes back to what Adam just said there. I mean, so quickly, Break 80 is kind of a par 70 course. So the professional or whatever would go around a course in 70 shots, like not dropping any shots. So to go in round in 79, you get 9 extra shots to go around in. So I think it's like between about 5% of golfers ever make Break 80. So it's like a very, very highly skilled.
The best way to explain it to people that don't play golf is obviously the lowest score is the aim. Most people that are just average crap golfers, like if I shot 100 now at an average golf course, that'd be about normal for somebody who can just play a bit. Good golfers shoot 90s. Very good golfers that play every week usually shoot 80s. So if you're shooting less than 80 on any course in the country, that means that you know how to play golf, basically.
Yeah.
So I'm betting that he won't be able to do that. That's far less likely than hitting a drive, because a drive is just one component of a game.
So we ended it with Break 80 just to add intrigue. Obviously, some people don't know what it is. So those that want to know, they could just Google it. But I couldn't then extend the video further and go, Break 80 is. It was the perfect opportunity to tee up a potential next video.
And also prevent me from having to pay £1,000.
But also potentially spending £2,000. And that's where the next actual project doesn't make financial sense, because you've got to get a full set of clubs trained for it. Like, it far outweighs.
You've already got a set of clubs, man. Or you have to get sponsored for an entire set.
Well, either that or you go buy a set of clubs.
You've already got the driver. You don't need... you fucking kick it around for the rest of it. It could be any club.
But yeah, I mean, like the video going out, obviously it was... From my perspective, it was a passion project for me to just try and have a bit of... Like, all we do, me, George, the team, is make videos for other people on other people's channels, which is their bag. So, like, Adam's thing is food challenges, and he grew that and curated it into what it is today. And we go on and we do our best to imitate it, would you say? Like, and then imitate and elevate.
No, you don't imitate it. You bring the expertise that you have to deliver something which you know works within the confines of what I do, but is different enough from what I do that it's interesting.
So we do that for your channel. We make videos for Charlie's channel, who's like a watch dealer. So like that's his world. It's like there were never anything that's like in our world or my world that I could bring to life until now, where I went, right, I'm just going to go for it. Try and make the best video I possibly can with George's expertise.
I don't even like golf. I only recently started playing it, but I'm going to do a video about playing golf.
It wasn't... But
you could have done fucking Rolexes.
But the story
cars,
isn't golf, is it?
Fucking cross shit. Like, whatever you're into.
If you imagine where I'm sitting, right, golf was just the vehicle to tell a compelling story.
I get it, man.
And I wanted to try and execute what I believed would be
it was exceptional.
A good video.
It was 10 out of 10 for me. I mean, like, it couldn't... aside from it being a little bit short, it couldn't have been better.
That's class.
But I'd say the response was good enough that we should definitely do something like that again.
Yeah, maybe we need to figure out how to expedite the process, because that took us months to bring that to life. As Adam said many times, the amount of work that we put into that far exceeds most of what we do.
Yeah, pay for like 4 of George's work days or something once it's done.
If that, mate, we aren't making money on that.
Well, I did tell you that.
But the response far exceeded anything I ever expected.
Where's it sitting at now, view counter?
Like 300,000 views in 4 or 5 days.
Special that, man. It's very good.
So that for me was like...
Bodes well for the other project as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Speaking of other projects, before we go on to the travels of Mr. BeardMeatsFood, Danny Mallin of Rate My Takeaway has reared his head on the platform yesterday evening.
Motherfucker, is this? Yeah, what's going on with that now?
Have you seen it?
You know what's mad? I've not seen anything of like anything that's gone on in the world over the course of the last 10 days. I am not privy to, because
Was that quite nice?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, just
it's
off
like
the
a
grid
little
in Singapore.
Yeah, it was like I could have. I just did
Yeah.
because it was a short trip. I was so busy the whole time. There was no time to not really. But anyway, yeah. What's going on with BeardMeatsFood? Have they accepted your offer to purchase the channel or no?
Thankfully not, because Danny has clearly cut ties and has now launched a new YouTube channel with a partner. Drum roll, please.
I'm gonna drop him my sub in.
He's partnered with Gary Eats.
Oh yeah, I've seen that guy.
So he seems to have a pretty exceptional channel for reviewing.
Oh, wait, is that first thing that shows up?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So
this guy. So it's like the fucking phone heard you like a millisecond before I open YouTube. I don't even subscribe to this guy. Why is that coming up?
So Gary Eats and Danny have now made a new channel called Danny and Gary.
Emma Watson just below. That makes sense.
They've made a new channel called Danny and Gary, and they're going to go start their own review channel as a pair.
Right. Okay.
And
but they're not abandoning the. Like, I would imagine Gary's not abandoning his main channel.
So I think he is. So this is what really stood out to me as like a bit of potential own goal, right? So
how do I see it? What's it? It's just literally called Danny and Gary.
Danny and Gary. If you go on that video on Gary Eats' channel, it's linked.
Oh, Danny and Gary. There we go.
They've not launched a video yet. I think they are in the process of recording. It's coming out in November. But Gary Eats has done a video basically saying, which is meant like just think of it from your perspective as a creator of your own channel.
Yeah, okay.
He's launched a video where he just kind of does a piece to camera for 20 minutes where
20 minutes.
Yeah, where he's announcing that he's going to slow down on this one that's making loads of money. He's like, right, we're going to probably knock this on a bit next year because I'm going to start a new project with this fella that I'm half in business with. So we're going to slow down on this channel. We're going to sort of do a bit over on that channel.
Right.
I hope you come and watch it. And I'm like, this is the craziest business decision I've ever witnessed, because we don't know if that's going to work. Like the dynamic, they've done collaborations in the past, but to just imagine you saying, right, I'm going to start a new food eating channel.
I'm already lost. There's no way I would ever do this. I can't.
Imagine me and you go on BeardMeatsFood and you go, right, we're going to chill out a bit on this channel now, and I'm going to start doing food challenges with Josh, and we're going to start Beard and Josh.
It'd be more like, I think it would be, I get it, it would be like that. Or it'd be like, I'm going to start doing videos like Bob, but like all the time, and that's going to be my entire investment.
But I'm going to split half of the money with that guy. So I'm going to forget what money I'm making over here. And it's not about the money, but it kind of is about the money. Because I'm pretty sure Gary Eats is doing mad numbers. So like he's doing a lot of views.
It's not about the money in the sense that like you just alluded to it. It's not, let me take all the money. It's about the money insofar as the more money you have, the more you can invest in making your channel better. Yeah. So it is to some degree about
so like that vehicle will obviously be accelerating the new platform. But you've got to be careful, because if that doesn't work, it's really detrimental to the revenue.
Of course it is, yeah.
You know, like if you look at it from just business perspective, I watched it, I like.
That's where you did allude to this being a potential thing to me earlier, but I wish them all the best. I hope they both do really well out of it, but that seems crazy to me. I would you even if you offered me like £1 million to do that, I wouldn't do it. Yeah, because it's like it can only go worse than the original proposition, can't it?
Not necessarily. My only thing that stood out to me was like that Gary seems like I know Danny, and Gary seems like a really nice guy. I've never spoke to him, but like the way that he articulates himself is like a very nice guy to listen to, you know.
Yeah.
And all I think is I don't really like that type of video. It doesn't really serve a purpose. I'd rather just drop a new channel, you know, and it doesn't affect what economy is going on the main one over there. But they've chose to like do this like reveal.
And
then you wait.
An easy way to make money, doesn't it?
But what money is it making?
But people do those videos all the time, man. Like life updates, YouTube. How many times you've seen like, I'm done.
I'm too clinically thinking like it's just a review. His is a review channel. Just do reviews.
Yeah, but you know. But I get it. You're right. Right. But like, if you have a channel that does anything, doesn't matter what it is. Imagine Matt Armstrong posts a video tomorrow, right? That says like, it's just his face and it says like, it's over or update. You'd still watch it, but there's very little work that will go into a talking head video. 20 minutes of him filming himself. So the problem is that people do it all the time. But if it's like something which is major, like I did something quite similar when I went down from 2
I recall,
videos to one.
when I watched that video yesterday, I thought, right, Adam has done this in the past.
But that's one time because it was relevant. Because
the channel.
Because I could have put up a community post, nobody reads those. Yeah. So it was relevant back then. So I get why he's done it. But I don't understand why you would... I can sort of understand, like, if he was saying, like, I'm still going to keep doing everything on Gary Eats, but there's this new channel, and it's not going to affect the original channel.
Yeah.
But to say sort of willfully, like, this, I'm going to spend less time on this and more time on that, I think is... you could be shooting yourself in the foot there. But I wish them all the best. Because I know that when people listen to me talk, they always say, "Oh, he's been cynical." I don't wish them any ill will. We're simply commenting on the fact that that's quite a crazy thing to do. Very brave to do it if you're really passionate about this new thing.
Yeah.
And I hope it goes really well. But I certainly would not be doing anything like that.
And I obviously I spoke to Danny about this, like in private, I guess. And I said, it's a fair decision. Go for it. You don't. But what's always unknown is how the audience is going to react to that new dynamic. Because independently on your own channels, like, people can accept that, but you try to amalgamate the two people and two characters into one, and how will that work?
For me as well, like if I were in Danny's shoes, the last thing I'll be doing is teaming up with anyone. if you've had a situation where where you've had that, where you've shared something, it's a great opportunity for you to just do something by yourself. Just do it yourself. I don't think you're short of cash to the point that you could probably hire a cameraman and just say, "Look, I'm going to pay you a fee. You don't have any ownership."
Yeah.
So to get in a bed sort of like with somebody else, that could always go sour, I think. But
yeah,
I hope it does really well.
It's a payoff and a cost in it. I think it expedited the process to growing a channel really fast. You put two like powerhouses in that space together, and you like the channel's already got 20,000-30,000 subscribers, I believe, since it got launched last night. So they've got a core audience at the start, I guess. But
I hope they do very, very well out of it.
Yeah,
It'd be nice to see. I'm sure. Be good to see Danny up, making stuff.
I actually saw him on Monday because I told you I was giving a talk at Leeds Digital Careers.
Oh yeah, how did that go?
Really well. Yeah. I was the opening speaker.
Did you say everyone? You usually
no, I didn't. It was a different talk.
You didn't do your Gary Vee line.
No, it was completely.
Nobody gives a fuck about you. Ain't nobody give a fuck about you, man.
This was the potential. Like, this was people that might want to get into the industry. So
you didn't want to discourage them.
Yes, I was explaining the economy of it. But Danny was the final speaker of the day.
Yeah.
So I spoke to, and he looks.
guys.
His actual title of his talk was "From Butcher to YouTuber," which I thought was quite funny. But he looked really well. I said to him, "Fucking hell, mate." He said he's lost like 2 stone. He looked healthy. He had colour in his cheeks. He looked happy. I said, "Fucking crack on, mate. Enjoy," which were really nice. How was Singapore?
Yeah, very nice.
And well, that's the podcast.
Well, I did that on purpose so you could put the cricket noise in there.
Crickets.
We don't. I thought we'd lost the budget for that or something. Spent it all on the golf video. More cricket sound effects. It was nice. It was. I mean, nice. Well, the countries. First, when I got there, I wasn't sure I liked it insofar as it's obviously a very small country. It's about like 20,000 square miles. I mean, you can get across it in like an hour, and it's very sort of densely populated, and you fly when you get there, you'll be like, you sort of want to calibrate, and it's different for me going forward in time rather than back because it sort of has a negative effect on your ability to then film the next day. But anyway, by the by, after a few days, I really came around, so I really enjoyed it there. Obviously, the weather's really nice. I didn't hurt that I stayed in a nice hotel. The videos for the most part, the reason I went there is because I know a guy who lives there, does a similar thing to me, and he was nice enough to sort of arrange. There are 4 like real food challenges there, 4 of them, which is quite a lot given this how small the country is. They're all about like 15 minutes from the hotel, so it was easy to get to, not too much driving. And he arranged them all, and they all sort of went pretty well, and they were all a little different. And as far as if you had said before I went, these are the videos you'll get out of it, I'd have bit your hand off because as far as what I'm capable, I was still the whole time I was like, shit, I wish a crew was with me, because there was some videos there that with a crew would have been like so good, so much better than I could have. Just
for capturing interactions.
Yeah. So there's one, I won't spoil it, but like there was one. There are 2 actually, but one in particular where it's at like this sort of communal. I don't know what you call it, like a bit of a food court thing, but they're all these. They call them like hawker stalls, where they're really tiny sort of street food vendors.
Yeah.
And one of them, there were 2 in 2 slightly different places that had like a food challenge. One where you could win like $100, which is kind of interesting. The branding behind it was kind of cool, but because it looks a little janky because it's like just in the corner of this food court, and then you set up, and obviously everyone's walking by. There's people walking through, people having their lunch. Like with it, if you're capturing that on a shitty GoPro, it doesn't work. You can't move.
Yeah.
So the whole time I was just thinking, man, I wish I had people with me to shoot it. But I think I've not the last 2 really I've brought home with me to finish because it was I want to take my time with them. But yeah, the videos I think that come out of it will certainly be different, which sort of is the point of me going to Singapore. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I think the country's kind of cool. Driving's a little weird there, but
In what sense?
just well, you drive on the left, which means that it's just like England.
Yep.
But I don't know, it's weird that there's speed cameras everywhere, which is a good thing because everyone's just relaxed. Apart from the people on mopeds, those guys fucking haul ass, man. But like everyone else sort of abides by the speed limit, which is kind of nice if you're unlike George, a law-abiding citizen like me. But the weird thing is you have to get this thing called a Nets card, which you plug into your car. So you don't get out. So like if you go to an NCP in this country, a car park, you pay on your way out or you pay on your way in, whatever, pay and display. There you just drive in, and on the way you can't get out unless you have this card, which you top up with like almost like remember like pay-as-you-go phones. And you can only top them up at like a 7-Eleven. If you're a resident, if you're from Singapore and you've got a Singaporean bank account, you can just do it like online, but tourists can't. You have to go to a 7-Eleven and be like, can I put like $50 on this card? And if you don't do that, you can't get out. Which at first I was like, this is a pain in the arse. I think it probably is a pain. I'd just rather have the ability to just pay somewhere.
Yeah, use your card on it.
Because like at the end, I think I had like about 80 cents left on the card when I finally got out the hotel car park. So that's a bit strange. And you pay for the tolls the same way as well.
Right.
But the country's it's so clean. It's wild how nice it is compared. You compare it to England. You're on the motorway. Everything's sort of like arboreal. It's like you go like you drive at Manchester. How many flyovers do you see? And it's just horrible grey concrete.
Graffiti.
They've got like sort of I don't know what you call it. That's some type of topiary along it all. Bushes along the motorways and stuff. So it's a really nice country, but it is hot and it's densely populated.
Okay, yeah.
And but I enjoyed it. Is it an
expensive country?
I don't think it is, broadly speaking. Probably didn't help that I stayed like by the bay where everything is a bit pricier, I guess. But I don't think it. I mean, one of the I don't know if I want to use it, but the thing I shot one video. It was a little experimental. It was not like an eating challenge like I would normally do. But there's this place that's just like the oldest cafe in Singapore apparently, and like you could get breakfast there for about £2. That tells you about the quality of the breakfast largely. But I think if you go to the right place, if you act like a local, it probably isn't that expensive.
Is that the same as the title that you gave us in the chat?
Yeah.
I ate at the cheapest breakfast place in Singapore and have since had no fewer than 7 pure liquid shits.
Maybe I'll call that the video. I'm not joking there.
How did you film that as though like one of your videos? Like,
but yeah, it was. I just thought it was so I came home at 2 a.m. yesterday, basically, right? Singaporian time, which meant I had the whole day to spend, right?
Yeah.
And I thought like I don't want to shoot anything else, but I don't want to just dick around all day doing nothing. And so I was gonna go watch. I went to watch Zermatt eat. He did this like promotional thing for Tim Hortons, and he was gonna do something else the day I left, basically. But I thought I don't really want to steal his thunder and whatnot and turn up and have loads of people ask. I mean, like nobody really gives a shit about me, but it's to me it just feels a bit like. Even if I'm going to watch and be supportive, I just don't want to be there because people are going to... Anyway, so I thought, what can I do? And you told me about this place. Because funnily enough, it's like about 50 yards from I think it's the only Michelin star hawker stall in the world. It's like does noodles, and it has a Michelin star. And they had like I was going to go to it for the end credit scene.
Yeah.
For a laugh, like this is the cheapest place, and this is like the Michelin star. But they only took cash, and I didn't have any left because the premise of what I filmed on the last day was I had $50 left. In actual cash money.
Yeah.
So I went to this like the cheapest, oldest cafe in Singapore and tried to articulate to people that did not speak English, can I give you $50 for as much of this breakfast food as possible?
Did it work?
It did work, but only really because some other people happened to be in there that spoke English.
Translate it for you.
And I've not seen the footage and I don't really know what it's going to look like, but I thought it might be kind of... That's the kind of thing you could do with like a crew and it would be really, really funny.
Yeah.
Because they were like, what the fuck? And there's a guy in there, when I got in there, he had like a little sort of, almost like a Fu Manchu. He had long grey hair and a baseball cap on. I was like, man, we're like, I'm like filming him because he just... couldn't speak English. And I'm just like filming myself and then you get in the frame and I'd be like, yeah, man, look, we got the same stylist and everything. This guy.
Class. So
it's quite funny, but there's not. I sort of hate doing videos like that by myself because there's no like end. It's like, okay, all this food comes, and I'm like, okay, that's like a lot for $50.
Yeah.
and then I'm just eating it, and there's no like end. There's no resolution. It's just like you just eat in this place.
Yeah.
But I thought like it was not that big of a deal, and I knew because of the time difference, I'm not going to be eating for like 72 hours. And like I'm not going to eat until I'll eat at some point today probably. So I just thought I'd get it, and then if I've got time to like dick around with an edit while I'm back here and we're not filming, it'll just give me something a bit new to like put, like get my head around. But yeah, it did lead to, I don't know if it was that, but it was probably that caused me to then, I was all right, but I felt a bit nauseous, and I took, it was 8 liquid shits in the end actually. I just didn't update with the number.
That's before you had to get on a 14-hour
That was 4 of
flight.
those were in the airport, in the lounge. Which was a daft thing to do, but like... all adds to
what was the food in the cheapest?
It was like 8. So traditional Singaporean breakfast apparently is like half-cooked eggs. Stay with me. And this thing called kaya, which is like it's sort of just like toast, but with like butter and sugar in the middle. So they did like basically they did steamed bread, if you want a steamed bread. This kaya stuff, which is like bread and butter, basically with a bit of sugar on it. They did a peanut butter version, and then I think like a chocolate version. And the idea is that you get a bowl of 2 eggs, which are basically half cooked, and then you dip the bread in and eat it. They also serve these sort of like curry puff things, sort of like a pastry with curry, and then the other one had sardines in it. And they did like a bunch of different styles of sort of Singaporean coffee, which some of them had like evaporated milk in, some didn't. So I just basically said, there's $50, tell them to give me like a good variety of like everything if you can. And the guy's like, yeah, all right. But it's literally a dude in the back of, imagine a room about this big, maybe slightly bigger, and there's like a little frying pan in the back left-hand corner.
He's just
like an old like guy that's like 5'2", and he's just like, he's cutting up some bread and cooking it. And you're like there the whole time. And then halfway through, like I thought he had done everything, right? Yeah. So I've got the thumbnail, right, basically. And then he brings over like another tea, and then he brings over some more bread, and I'm like, oh, fuck shit, there's more coming. Oh, no. But yeah, it was, it might be fun in the end, it might not be, but we'll see. But just give me something to do.
I feel like that would perform well on your channel. Like, it's a bit out of the ordinary, but I think people might enjoy that.
I honestly, mate, now I can't, I have no longer any grasp on what people want from the channel, because there are videos that I've done that I think are really good. And like the last video I posted was it was a breakfast challenge that I shot back in, whenever I was in New York, back in June. And there's these 2 old grannies in it. And a lot of the staff it's one of those videos people go, oh, this is really wholesome. Because the granny's sort of laughing at me, and she's like, yeah, you can do it and everything. And it's like it wasn't massive, but it's like a big American breakfast with pancakes, which is sort of like a bit of a nemesis for me. So I thought, oh, that'll do really well. And it was like 10 of 10.
Right.
Which is fine, like those happen. Yeah. And it doesn't mean it's not valuable. But then the chicken nuggets one with Katina, I thought would do terrible, was 1 of 10 by like 500,000 views. That shit did 3.5 million views in one day. That might actually be the best performing video on the channel, or it's top 3, which is great. But I thought that would do terrible.
Was that the video when I said to you, right, manage your expectations here, mate? This is the pretty shit video.
I thought we both, because it was so, not through any fault of mine or Katina's or anyone doing it. It was one of those videos. It's hard to make it work, because it's just hard when you have 2 people, I think,
it's just one thing. It will literally like pre-made chicken nuggets going into a fryer and then piled up on a plate. Like.
Yeah, and look, I mean, like Randy was there, so that made it kind of funny. Yeah. But I just don't know why nobody would know that click in the video. Nobody would know Katina was even in it, because it's just me in the thumbnail, which is the point. It's supposed to be a bit of a surprise to people that she's in it, because I knew people would like that. But I don't know why that did so well. I can't complain, but it's odd to me that certain things that
do you think it's the chicken nugget aspect of it?
Maybe, but
I more kids will click on that. Cause,
or maybe it's like more well known around the world as a concept.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it does make it difficult to know what to film, because there are things that like I avoid like English breakfast. No chance. I'm just not going to bother to do them unless there's some compelling theme, like you win something special or whatever. Yeah. I'm not going to do them because I play the percentages. People have seen it before. You could say the same thing for American breakfast, but like, if you don't know what is likely, it's a bit like the pancake bowl. I thought that would do really well. That was probably 9 of 10.
Yeah.
So if you think these things are going to do well and then they don't do well, it does make you sort of misstep, because you think, well, I think I know what people want to see, and if I don't, then I don't. But the videos from Singapore, I think I couldn't have wanted anything better because it's weird, different food.
Yep.
3 of them were absolutely brutal, so they'll be good to watch. The last 2, you're getting loads of people walking around. And if I get the edit right on the last one, I think that probably it'll be the best one, probably because it was a spicy curry noodle thing. So it was good. I couldn't have wished for. I've done all the food challenges in Singapore now. You know, attempted them at least. So.
Classmates, another one checking the box.
Singapore completed it, mate.
Yeah.
And I can't share too much, but the ones that you left me in charge of whilst you were away have come to fruition. So we will.
Well, we'll see about that when we get there. I'm not sure that's good.
Having employed the person I've employed to assist, I trust in their ability.
Why all this has been so vague? We've referred to so many things that people aren't going to understand on this podcast.
It's like we like drop little breadcrumbs and then
breadcrumbs. There we go. I knew you mentioned cum at some point.
Little breadcrumbs, and they eventually come to fruition. It's a bit like the golf video, like we spoke about that months ago, and it eventually came out, and they went, "Oh yeah, thanks." Like it was worth the wait. So hopefully these other things are worth the wait. Did you have any problems with the travel? Like any dramas on the flights? You get
any cavity searches?
Motherfuckers out there, they know what they're doing. Like I got into the. In fact, the funny thing was, remember me telling you that I got a rental car?
Yes.
That was the worst part about the airport Changi. I think that's how you pronounce it. CHANGI. Yeah. Anyway, that's the main airport there. Getting a rental car there is, I guess people just don't do it because that was difficult. Like they didn't open until 9. I mean, you would think if there's one thing that's open 24/7, it would be an airport rental car thing because people getting it all times of the day. Anyway, so I thought it won't be that bad because I'm supposed to arrive at sort of like 7:30. Probably take me an hour to get the bags, 8:30, and get through immigration. Half an hour to wait, no big deal, right? Even though I've been away fucking 23 hours or whatever. Anyway, I get there, the flight's early. I get through and it's like, immigration's no queue. They're like, yeah, there you go, no worries, man. Straight through, bags are like waiting for me there. They've taken them off the thing, and it's like 7:05. I'm like, right, I'm tired, I'm not waiting 2 and a bit hours to get this car. So I took a taxi to the hotel, checked into the hotel early, and went to sleep, and then got a taxi back to the airport at like 3 in the afternoon, something like that, and said, can I get this car? And they're like, you late? I was like, yeah, I know I'm late, but I just made up a lie. Not ordinarily, I'd be like, yeah. I mean, I still have the car, I still want it. Yeah. But she's like, yeah, I can see your flight going at this time. I'm like, all right, there's no need for the sass, man. I was tired, I went to the hotel and came back. She's like, yeah, okay. But yeah, taking it back is weird, because it's not signed. You just leave it in the car park. Someone near a lift, it says leave it like near floor B5 near the lift and take a picture and send it on WhatsApp. I'm like, what the fuck?
That is mental, that. You're going to get a bill for that car that's been robbed that bit. Check your bank account.
It was, man, I was not sad to see the back of that car either.
What was it?
Hyundai Kona. It was, it's got the lane, I fucking hate
lane
those,
assisting,
man. Yeah, and it had the thing, I made a gag actually in, I think, the opening video, because I got in the car, I said something like, we're starting off any like little international adventure as you should start, any one of them, which is in a dingy underground car park, get into a hideous rental car. So I get into it and like start the ignition, and it says like, this robotic voice comes on and it goes like, starting normal recording for your safe driving, or something like that. And I'm like, recording? It's like a scene for fucking old dads. Like, I better make sure I don't say, I talk to myself a lot when I'm in the car, you know? I think is it recording inside the car or what?
That's freaky, that.
Beard's getting cancelled.
But yeah, it was a productive trip, but it felt like I was away a lot longer than I really was.
How long were you gone for? 10 days?
10 days. Well, I suppose it's 9 really, because I was like actually in Singapore for 9. If you think about it, because you're traveling for 14 hours to get there.
Man, and you think you've got time to play about with this new video, and now you're home. Like, this is when the fucking real work starts, mate. We're in London next week.
Oh yeah, but there's no.
We're abroad after that.
It's more, I know it's more, but at least we're doing work there. It's not like I'm just back doing nothing.
Yeah, fair.
But I'll just tinker with it like for an hour or so. I can't. That's the worst part about doing these trips now is that I don't want to complain. I'm not trying to. I love what I'm able to do, and I'm very fortunate. But if you're trying to edit on the fly like I normally do, that becomes so hard. Like the older I get, that becomes harder. Because it's not even the eating that's hard. It's not the travel. It's not the arranging it. It's there has to be some creative ingenuity that goes into every video that makes that one video special, especially when you're doing the same thing every week.
Yeah.
You have to, and like after you've done 3 of those, you're like, right, all right, so what's, because if I'm traveling out there, I'm thinking about video 1 and 2, right, how do I start it? How do I make it now? Obviously, you have to adapt sort of like on the flight, things that happen, but largely I've got some creative ideas to make each one slightly different. But after 3, you're like, it's just work now, you know, like I'm just getting it done and hopefully it turns out well. Yeah. But yeah, I think they'll be good.
Exciting, mate. Yeah. Very exciting. How long we run for there, George?
35 minutes.
Nice.
We've had another fake channel pop up.
Oh, it's gone that already, I think. Mate.
Is it gone?
It should be. That bit of beard, what was it called? Beard Meats Clips or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
But that was just like, I clicked on one of those and it's just blatant. It's like a screen recording. You can see the mouse go click, play on your video, and then that's it. No commentary,
but
no reaction,
the actual
nothing.
Thumbnail was like the exact same thumbnail, except they just put one more person in it for no reason. Like it's just straight up theft.
Yeah, it's the thing about that is like you got to laugh because they've gone to some effort, even if it's just a screen cap, to do that, and then upload it and all that stuff. Or for me, it'd just be like, no.
Do you get like a notification in your?
No, I rely on people because if the software worked to detect,
it would just remove it straight away.
I just don't think they have the software for clips. I think they just don't do it because so many clips are like people try to get away with it being fair use. You know, people reacting to them and stuff like that, but that's not fair use. So fortunately, they're almost automatically deleted. Like it'll take them 20 minutes to delete.
Oh really?
Usually from when I put in the.
Do you get a notification saying that channel's gone?
I
get
get
double check.
No, I just double check.
Right.
It says we've got the report, so I rely on people that are kind enough to have seen it and say, "Oh, by the way, this channel is like ripping you off," and I'll just go on and put in a copyright takedown request.
Yeah.
And it's funny how many times like after the third one, it's like, "Please remove the copyright strikes." I'm like, "No, you've nicked my stuff. Start a new channel if you want. Steal fucking Eric the Electric's videos or something. Just don't nick mine."
Fucking steal Danny and Gary's. Get off my back.
Yeah, but yeah, luckily YouTube are getting better at least with they don't the content ID doesn't work, so it doesn't tell you. But at least if you become aware of it and make a claim to it, they're generally speaking quite good at doing that.
Surely I'd think though, like uploading anything like that, it'd immediately just flag it before you even send it live.
Yeah, you would think that one, yeah.
I don't think I think it's the shorts thing. I think if it was a normal video, the only one I've seen that have been like normal sort of 16:9 videos is that Fat Thumb Life, and he got around it.
That one I sent you were a 16:9. That were a full channel.
Yeah, were a full.
Which
like,
one?
Literally a hot.
That one that you just described. The I don't know that channel where the Belgian burger. It was like it was the video, like 16:9.
How was it? Maybe I'm thinking something.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but you would
either way, it's gone. So better look next time.
Should we do Beard's Challenge Rewind?
Why not? It's been a bit serious this week. I mean, we've actually talked about topics rather than just like making jokes and just pointless non sequiturs.
Rather than it being shit.
No, I think it has been.
Somebody did comment when the golf video went up and put, "I can't believe this shit's gone up. I want to hear for a podcast."
Yeah,
it's like, what? The podcast is shit. Why are you being sad about that?
This guy, I don't know why I opened Instagram, but this came up. Honey badger gets kicked for trying to fight an elephant.
It has validated that. That also could be just an AI. Like,
it feels like a weird thing to sort of.
Can't be seen it laughing at animals getting hurt. Not anymore.
I'm just bravery for the honey badger trying to fight an elephant. That's like. What a boy. It's like me trying to fight Mike Tyson or something. Anyway, yeah, what were we doing?
Okay, so the first one I picked out was that viral giant eclair challenge, Britain's biggest pastry.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was...
I remember that's something like eating, isn't it?
Yeah, so you remember... There's this place called Farmhouse Inn. It's like a chain. It's probably owned by Green King or some fucking shit. There's loads of them. They're all across the country, and they're all called, like, something farm. It'd be like, I don't know... Usually based in...
This one was Heathfield Farm.
Yeah. So I think, like we're like Josh said, it's somewhere near fucking Wakefield. Anyway, they did this. It was a limited time. I didn't realize at the time, but so they do these giant like cakes and shit there, right? And then they started selling this giant eclair. But they said like if you eat it in such a time, I can't remember what the time limit was. You got it for free, and I'm like, that's wacky. And as you can see by the video, it was definitely. I mean, I've fucked the colour grade a bit there. But, I look a little bit. It's probably actually accurate. I'll actually correct it perfectly because that's what my skin looks like. But yeah, it was just a giant eclair filled with cream, and I just thought it'd be different. And that was one of those where it was a lot of effort to let them allow me to film.
You have to go to like the marketing team and that.
Yeah, they were. I'm like, why would you do this if you don't want people to come and show it? You know. But they let me in the end, and they actually decorated it with I think I iced it said like BeardMeatsFood on the top. But yeah, it's just a giant, humongous eclair, and I love eclairs. There was a lot of cream in there, but it was a cool one. My beard was an absolute state, so if you made it through that one, then you are to be commended. But the worst part about that was how I did the pastry, and then there was probably about 4 pounds of just pure cream left at the end. But yeah, different sort of different type of video.
I don't think there was a time limit though, because it said someone managed to conquer it after a mammoth 131-minute attempt. Surely it won't take me that long.
Oh, maybe it was just like one sitting. Then
Yeah.
places do that sometimes.
This is ranted.
Yeah, I know.
It? Jesus,
That's probably like that's post edit as well. I'd probably try to make that look as good as avoid the cream like dangling out my beard and whatnot. Is that milk I'm drinking there? Or is it just a white cup?
I would think it'd be coffee, wouldn't it?
I was gonna say there's no way I'd be drinking milk along with that.
Was you must have felt ranted after that, mate.
Yeah, if you eat a lot of like fat, it always makes you feel sort of sweaty. And
Did
gross.
you beat the 8 liquid shits on that one and go for like 10 after that?
I can't really remember what after. I don't think it was that bad because it's soft stuff like that, like cream, even though it's sort of gross to eat. It doesn't take a lot to digest it.
Right.
You know, it's just basically going straight through you. But I don't remember what the toilet aftermath was.
How difficult was it then? What reared bait? Fucking hell.
Reared baiting.
Reared baiting does it get?
What rear rating? I don't know. It's really hard to remember that one. I remember it being a bit of a slog with the cream at the end. Like, most people are going to be sort of far too nauseated to. It didn't weigh that much, but I'd probably give that like an 8. Like, no normal person's doing that. So like, we'll say an 8, 7 or an 8 out of 10. Somewhere it's 7.5. For the sake of clarity, let's say 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, next one was he's skinny as a rail. America's Pies Italian Sandwich Challenge.
Oh, yeah. I like doing that sometimes. If somebody says something which I find funny in the video, I'll make it part of the title. That's I forget where that is. I know the name of the restaurant, but I can't remember what part of America it's in.
Westchester.
Randy's, you're on foodchallenges.com. Like, Randy's website has not been updated in about
It's
10
dog,
years.
isn't it, Randy?
It's so bad.
It's one of the worst. And the amount of ads on it now. Like, I get it, but I'm like, you can't fucking use it. There's so many ads. Like, I can't see shit on the screen. And half the fucking ratings are wrong. Like, one of the challenges I did in Singapore, I gave it 3 out of 5. And that motherfucker was 5 out of 5. But anyway, is it Philly? Does it say where?
Yeah, it says Philly episode 2 in the title.
Ah, right, yeah. It's a place where you go. The kind of cool thing about it is the time limit is something to do with Christopher Columbus. It'll be in the description. I think
just over 24 minutes.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking the wrong
You
place.
get 1,492 seconds.
Yeah, 1492. That's
1492.
Yeah, and it's basically just a bunch of like Italian American style sandwiches. I can't remember what fillings I got because it's a long time ago now. But that's a cool one. It's just different, you know. I like when there's like they love it. It's part of the they want people to do it, you know, and they're like, it's kind of steeped in this sort of like American tradition in Columbus. That's how you get a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And you can choose. I think you could choose a bunch of different sort of like meatball sandwich, or I think I got like eggplant, or what they would call eggplant, aubergine. Sandwiches. I can't remember specifically what I got in there, but I remember it being a cool challenge. And I think you get a hat, and you maybe get a t-shirt and a hat, or maybe just a hat. So it's something a little different. I think you get a voucher maybe as well, and you get the meal free. Obviously, I can't remember how long. What was it? 14.90? What is that? Like 20 minutes or something?
Yeah, it just says just over 24 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know how long it took me, but it was different, and anything that's different, I think is worth doing. I can't remember how hard. I think it was quite easy, that one. Maybe like a 5 or 6.
Josh could do it.
Nah. If it's 5 or less, maybe I'll give it a 6. 'Cause Josh, I don't think Josh could do it now. Probably a little big for him. Although I don't really want to goad him now. I might just turn it the best fucking competitive eater on planet Earth. All I have to do is put $1,000 on the table. He'd be out there like, he'd be calling Bob up like, Bob, give me some training tips, man.
Yeah.
Come in here, just like...
I couldn't even imagine the comments and the backlash if I did a food challenge video. It wouldn't be worth it.
It'd be funny if you turn up and you were really good though. You just did it.
Just smash one
Just
out.
chilled at the end. You were like, did it before me. And it's like, can I see the dessert menu while he's still eating? How funny would that be? There are many things I think you have the discipline to do to be good at this. You would never want to be, but I don't think you've got it in you.
There's no part of me would want to. I mean, I've witnessed too much.
I think you're more like sporting sort of stuff rather than like eating.
Yeah, I mean,
golf and go-karting. I know go-karting's not really like...
It's definitely not a sport.
Yeah, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've just witnessed... I know what Adam does. I've witnessed everything. I want no part of it. You know, the biggest thing is like the discipline that Adam's had over a decade of knowing him is mental, and I don't want to... I don't have it. There's no amount of money that makes me want to be that disciplined for that fucking talent, that weird talent you've got.
Yeah, that's the thing. I always feel like it. You know, people are like, oh, but you could. Like, you talk about Nathan's and like doing contests and stuff, and they're like, oh, you're just not. You're so defeatist and you're not committed enough and stuff. I'm like, if it were the case that you got good at eating by doing something which is really good for your body, which is hard, like a train like a boxer or a UFC fighter or a footballer or whatever. I'd be like, nobody would be able to beat me at it, I don't think. Yeah. Because I think I've got that. Very few people would be. But the point is about being good at eating is you have to do things which are very bad for your body. Yeah. To contest level eat. And I'm not an idiot. But I'm a bit of an idiot. I'm not that much of an idiot.
Yeah.
So the discipline to constantly hurt yourself and do things that are risky to your body to be good at eating is stupid to me. Yeah. I'm not that much of an idiot.
It's weird actually being in your world and seeing the people now like coming up behind you that's attempting to have their place at the table of whatever it is that you do, and it's like, for what? Yeah, like,
I get so worried, man, about new people.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, somebody at some point is gonna kill themselves.
Yeah.
From doing something stupid. I don't want to get into it in too much detail, but there might have people that do contests that are like, they've made YouTube videos for like a year or two, and they'll nearly choke to death at a contest. I'm like, you want that to be on your... How bad would that be? Imagine like if I choked to death like doing a hot dog eating contest, what the fuck would my mum think? You know what I mean? That's the way I go out. And I hope it doesn't happen, but like if you're talking about people doing contests and like eating 20 pounds of food, something like Joey, like you can't do that without severe risk to your health.
Yeah.
I will say that. £8 food challenge, £10 even. If you're good enough, you could do that without hurting yourself. You'll hurt yourself, it'll be uncomfortable. You can do it without hurting yourself. Above that, there are really bad things you have to do it yourself, and I want no part.
Yeah, you've done enough you've proved your point. Yeah, now you make entertaining videos that are beyond people's.
Yeah, I paid my dues, man. I don't want any part of that.
Well, that was a nice little fascinating segment into that world there, wasn't it? But so yeah, fuck that. I don't want to do food challenges.
What's the next sort of like sporting endeavour?
I would like to take on. I would like to take on the Break 80.
Beyond golf, I mean. So like any other sort of sports you want to try and take?
I don't know if it necessarily has to be sports. Like I like to. Give me a challenge. I like a challenge. You know, like if I can foresee a way that it's...
I was going to say something about Bonnie Blue there.
apart from that challenge, give me give me. I'm really competitive. I'd like to think I can build a story out of anything because that's kind of my job. Is for every client that I work with, they've got to build some way of compelling story.
I've got a challenge for you. Film the Ninja Warrior video.
I think, though, we get off of that. We get away with that now because of the golf video.
The golf video, like, would you rather have had a shit Ninja Warriors video or that golf video?
I think you can make an half.
I was going to say, to be fair, if you put that amount of effort into the Ninja Warrior video, it probably would have been better. You fucking drones out and shit.
Yeah.
But
maybe. But I'm
not athletic.
For me, the next one's Break 80. Like, I want to...
It always has to be golf themed.
No, but like, we teed it up and... you get it? We teed up the video and it's clear that people enjoyed it. And last thing I'll say about it is I made that video so that everyone could enjoy it. It's not for golf fans. You know what I mean? It's like, it should be for everybody to enjoy. And I think
you're one of those people now that like golf is your personality. Like you're literally wearing a Happy Gilmore jersey.
This is a fucking hockey jersey, the Bruins.
Yeah, but famous because...
They play hockey?
Yeah, but who wears it?
Hockey players?
And he's one of those guys like they find something.
I'll come in with my fucking tightless cap on and glow.
Middle age.
It's like Tom next door. He wears just golf shirts all the time. Did it now?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. So yeah, break 80's next, people. I'm gonna do everything I can to make it happen in the shortest period of time possible.
Good luck with that. Although my condolences to Danielle, who has fully become a golf widow now.
Are you going to take up any sort of challenge or anything?
No,
barring the food challenges and stuff.
I don't was asked. Depends what I can tell you right now with absolute certainty. Anything related to golf, I will never ever do because I
Not
don't have the
necessarily
patience for
golf. Is there anything that you'd love to learn how to do well? Maybe like painting like Bob Ross.
Make love to a beautiful. No, no. I'd love to learn how to play piano, but I could just do that if I. There's nothing I can't learn. I think one skill, certainly like in my mid-20s, I could just anything I really wanted to learn, I could learn it. Same with cameras and stuff like that. Like I don't need like a magical ability to. It really just comes down to like endeavor, and if I wanted to do it that badly, I would do it.
It's just that incentivizing you. Like, what incentivized me to do this was not to fucking hit the drive. It was to make the video. Like, to make it. That was the incentive. The £1,000 clearly was not. It wasn't for the £1,000 because it cost me a fucking fortune to make this video.
Yeah. But I do. How would you make a video out of that?
The piano one.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's not going to appeal to people.
I mean, you could.
Yeah, you could, but like I know what people want on YouTube by and large, and that ain't it. You know what I mean? So. No, and also like, I think we got. There's more than enough on like for the rest of this year and next year.
Yeah, there is
for me to not be able to do anything else. I mean, like this next 2 months, rolling into Christmas, I'm gonna be like fucking sweating white blood cells at the end of the year. I'm telling you, man. Like I can't. I'm looking at my calendar like, what the fuck? How has this even happened again? Like I always think like rolling into November, I want to be like, right, let's fucking chill for December. But it's not going to happen. So
there's zero chill, mate, to end of this year.
Yeah, but if it all goes well, it'll be worth it. I'd rather be busy. I'd rather be sweating my fucking nuts off doing stuff than just sat there doing nothing. So yeah, I think the end of the year could be really. It could fall flat on its fucking arse, or it could go really well. So we'll see.
Should we finish on Fest Bit?
Yeah, man.
This is always the worst way to end things.
Everyone's going to bail now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
They're not bad this week. First one, I hate getting presents. I have all the things I need. Presents are just things I don't need but have to take care of. I live in a tiny flat and I don't have room for any more stuff. Please stop with the presents.
That sounds like something I'd say, but not even I would be that cynical. I sort of appreciate it.
I feel that at the minute though.
I don't want things from people.
Because I've recently moved and everyone in my family wants to buy me like little trinkets for the place, and I'm like, I don't need it.
There's no space left.
Yeah.
When you have your first child, it kind of gets like that as well. You know, like if I remember first Christmas and everyone wants to buy like toys and stuff, but the baby's already got toys because they were just born or whatever. And then they bring more toys and there's no space left. There's nowhere for these toys to go.
I was thinking with Jen, I could do it on purpose. I'll get the biggest, most obnoxious toy because I know he's already got, I don't know, 14 metric tons of toys.
Thing is, kids tend to like have a favourite or a couple of favourites and then the rest they don't even bother with. There's not much point really.
Yeah, it's just one of those. Isn't it? It's nice that people want to give presents, but...
Next one. Wife told me to cancel Sky, paying £70 a month and not watching it. Nice Sky lady convinced me to stay at a reduced price, then threw other great offers at me, which I agreed to. I'm now in a 24-month contract at £110 a month. Change the direct debit to my account so my wife won't find out.
That seems all right.
Good salesperson.
I mean, at least he's putting it into his account, so it's not like communal money, I guess.
Yeah.
I wish it was mad when I was on the plane on the way out to Singapore. I watched live football on the plane, didn't even know it was a thing.
No.
I watched it was a Man United game. No, I watched the Merseyside derby, Liverpool-Everton. And then I can't remember what second game was that day, but I was blown away that you could actually watch. I was like, this is great. I don't really watch much
technology,
football
isn't it? Advancing. Mm-hmm. Fair play.
Arsenal got a right jammy winner the other day, didn't they?
Yeah, against Newcastle. I watched that as well, but I watched it at the hotel because it was about it was a late kickoff on it, so it'd been about midnight. And when I was in the hotel, and I just needed a break from editing because I've been editing all day. So I thought, oh shit, Arsenal game. I can't stand watching them though. So people talk to me now, you're an Arsenal fan. I'm like, I'm not even really. I can't. I hate watching them now.
Why?
because they're just so fucking boring and robotic. I said that I put it on my Instagram story that I legitimately prefer the team that got fucking stomped 8-2 by Man United, whatever it was, 12 years ago. They were far better to watch. It was far more creative. Now it's just like Pep Light, man. It's like, because it's Arteta. And I liked Arteta as a player. Can't stand him as a manager. They're all fucking shithouses. They whine all the time.
Have you just started speaking a different language? I don't know what you just said there.
All right, well, if you're asking me about football fans will understand. Unless I'm just having a stroke and I said I didn't say words. But yeah, I've fallen out of football. But I did enjoy watching on the plane. What the fuck was, where did that come from? What were we talking about?
Paying for Sky.
Oh, Sky, that was it, yeah.
All right, last one. I was nervous when my daughter got married, so I probably drank more than I should before I made a speech. I managed to alienate both families, spill red wine over my daughter's dress, cause a fight, and shit myself, all before they cut the cake. We laugh about it now. Well, I do.
That's pretty epic, to be fair.
Yeah, you need to watch your alcohol consumption on your weddings before the important things are done. You can get wasted after like all the speeches and stuff, but not before.
Danielle's just texted me saying, we've 1,000% got a creature in our loft. I can hear it scrambling around.
Right, you're going to have to get up there, man, and like...
Yeah, be a man. Come on.
You should have seen the size of the spider I had to kill in my house last night, man. They're getting bigger, man. There's like some fucking uranium in my basement or something. They're absolutely ginormous. I did not know spiders like that in England existed. Some of them are the size of my fucking hand, mate. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, but you do live like in the...
Like they don't like they'll. It's a full-on duel. Like I'll hit it 3 times and it's still like, yeah, come on, motherfucker.
I bet they're fast as fuck as well.
They've got that. You know, people talk about like spiders, like Spidey sense.
Yeah.
And but it's normally like so shit that like, all right, you're trying to get away, but whatever. I just crunch up in some tissue paper, or whatever. These motherfuckers are like. You know what I mean? I'm hitting them with like wet towels just so it's got some like girth behind it. We've got a whole technique to it now. But.
Courtney's a psychopath with that. There were one on bed once, and she just picked it up and just put it on the floor. I'm like, what are you doing? Put it out the window. Get some flying lessons.
Yeah, I
put
can't.
It on the floor.
People say that to me all the time. Like, oh, it's so cruel. I'm like, it's an insect, man. Like, I'm top of the food chain for a reason. I'm not going to go around killing dogs and whatnot. But like insects, I would eat them, right? So like, if anything that I was going to say anything I'm prepared to eat, I would kill, but I wouldn't like kill a cat. Anyway, what I'm saying is like insects. I don't want to just leave them lingering around my house. I don't like the idea of it crawling on me. I'm not scared of them or anything, but like they've just got it's my territory, right? You don't want to
fucking spider. You don't want to wake up with a spider on your face, do you?
Yeah, fair. Exactly.
Well, people think like washing them down a sink like kills them, but it doesn't.
No,
because they like create air pockets.
Oh yeah, when their legs go in like that, they make a little air bubble and survive.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah.
Shit. Well, I just hit them with stuff.
Anyway, that definitely kills them.
We'll call it a draw that week before we start talking about killing more insects. And thanks everybody for listening, watching. Massive thanks for those that did actually watch and enjoy the golf video. And we're off over to Patreon, and we'll catch you next week.